Okay, so I have to be honest here for a moment. Over the last few days, I've been really, really stressed about this theater company and all of the vlogs I want to do, and so stressed that I had a panic attack. And it's kind of funny because the panic attack came on. I thought I had gotten exposed to COVID, and it isn't really funny because that's a very serious thing to think that you have. But I had started kind of having a dry cough over the last couple of days last week, and I was in bed and the cough, and then I just started getting worked up with all of the stressing anxiety that comes with this kind of thing. And before I know it, I felt like I couldn't swallow or get like a good breath. But I used my training, my theater training, and kind of calmed my mind and took nice deep breaths, and it really helped. Because what I realized, though, even though I still felt like I couldn't get a breath, is that I was in fact getting air just fine. So even though my mental state made me think that, oh my God, I'm gonna die, my body mechanism and being in touch with that reminded me that I'm okay. So in a panic, I kind of told my husband, we took all the bedding off and got fresh bedding, and I took a shower and got all refreshed and had a good cry, and then I was fine. Although a lot of that energy kind of wiped me out, and the next day I pretty much stayed in bed and slept, because that's what you do, I guess. That's what I did. And then the next day I didn't sleep at all. And then last night I slept about 3 hours, and I'm really tired now, but that was my weekend. So stress and anxiety about this theater company, and me just being honest about it. But you know what? One day at a time. I had two great conversations with my friends, Johan, who was a member of my cohort in my MFA program. And he's so thoughtful about the way that he just thinks about putting things together, and just seems to, we're both Virgos, so he kind of gets me. So he was like, I'm working on this, and this is something I needed to hear, and we're both kind of in the same place where it's like, just enjoy the ride. And then my friend Greg said something kind of similar. So thank you both for those kind words today, and thank you all for watching. Bye.